Hey everyone, my name is Alex, and I've been unemployed for the last 2 years since 2024. I've been looking for a job randomly, like I I haven't been looking actively like every day, and I've been getting some freelance gigs just to survive, just to, to cover my bills. The tech market is completely crazy right now, and I think it's all started after pandemic. And a little bit about my background: I started as a designer. I was creating templates, was selling them on marketplaces. Started in 2013. I started to make some PSD templates on Envato, Theme Forest Marketplace, and in 2014, next year after that, I started making good income from that. That was enough to cover my living here in the Philippines. I've been living in the Philippines since 2013. So after that, I started to collaborating with some authors, with some HTML, WordPress developers on the marketplace to convert my templates into HTML and WordPress. And I've been doing really well since 2013 until I think 2019. It was doing well. There were some rough years when the sales dropped, but then it went back, it bounced back. And somewhere around 2015, I started to learn HTML and I started to code myself. And I've been learning HTML, JavaScript, jQuery, then switched to PHP, then some React, then WordPress, and it's all started from there. This time I expanded my knowledge a little bit. In 2023, I learned Laravel. Then I started to learn some server, like basic server administration, like how to manage VPS on like DigitalOcean and this type of platforms. I learned some basic Bash and Linux commands. So I'm confident that I can SSH into the server, add some, check some, read some logs, deploy database and install some packages and add some security fixes, and so on. So I was getting confident on this, and after selling my theme business in 2024, I was confident that I could easily find a job in tech because I have more than 10 years of experience in this field. I know design pretty well. I know what is good typography and white space and color and all of this and good images. Some of my templates were featured, like in the past. I had some few awards on that. Then I also pretty good at coding. I created, recently I made some SaaS product from scratch that uses AI under the hood. So I've been studying AI since 2023. I've been using Cursor, then switched to Claude Code and so on. And I know what are skills and commands and agents and all that modern stuff. I've been using it actively. So my skills are definitely not stagnating. And like recently, I started to get a little bit into cloud. And like yesterday, I deployed WordPress application on Google Cloud, on Cloud Run, which can scale automatically your application. So I'm confident enough that I can deploy some large application that can scale. in this cloud platform. So my knowledge is definitely not stagnant, and my AI knowledge is not stagnant. I've been using these technologies since the release, and I still cannot find a job in this field. I have portfolio, have websites, some awards, working experience. Last year, I think, yes, last year I've been doing some freelance and some part-time contractor work, which started pretty well. Like the task was about optimizing super like heavily loaded WordPress website, optimize it for speed. It was like bloated with dozens of plugins, and they were using Elementor and lots of add-ons and extensions and so on. And they were hiring some cheap developers, and from what I understand, they switched lots of developers. And when I got this interview, I think it was in LinkedIn, the task was basically, the questions was about optimization, LCP, and bringing the Core Web Vitals to the green mark, so where website loads fast enough. So I did a quick analysis, found what was the main issues, and during the interview, I told that I can do this, I can fix this. Then I got this offer, like almost immediately, like after answering all these questions. They gave me, the founder gave me access to his server, on his Cloudflare account and his WordPress admin. I immediately found and noticed what was the main issue of this slowing down. Then I fixed some of this. I cut, I think LCP went down from 20 to something like 5 seconds, which is not perfect, but it was already good enough. Then for the next weeks, I was trying to optimize the small details and trying to fix it. And I did pretty well. Like in a few weeks, the founder, we had like a meeting, and he told me, yeah, finally our mobile LCP is now in a green spot, so you did well. Next, I was doing like some translation tasks. I translated website into multiple languages, made it multilingual. Then I had task to create a forum, fully like customizable forum. So I used BBPress as a foundation and customized it, and created basically a custom forum. And since that time, there was some also simple tasks, working on design, working on some inner pages, like some landing pages. So yeah, and I was doing pretty well on that. And at some point, it became a little bit boring for me, because I want more challenging tasks, because like working on landing pages doesn't excite me anymore. So I stopped doing this work, and I've been looking for other type of roles since then. I applied on LinkedIn, Well-Found, Dynamite Jobs. I already forgot all the list. I cannot remember, but I've been applying on random platforms, and the problem like that, I saw most of the videos that tech is bad right now, and I can relate to this, that the main problem is that in most cases, you don't even get response from the company, so you are submitting into the void and you don't get anything back. And sometimes you are just getting some template, like we decided to move with another candidate, so typical rejection template from the companies or HRs. And I understand that there are probably better candidates right now on the market, because the market is really, really bad. So companies are laying off, like big companies laying off thousands of workers. So all these workers are adding to this pool candidates. Plus, we have this new wave of graduates and global workforce from other countries. My battery almost dying here. Okay, so I understand the competition is pretty tough. And so, but if a person like me that basically I can just jump on any task right now and start doing it. If I cannot find it, I have more than a decade of experience. I know front end pretty well and back end pretty well. I know databases. I know I can write some custom API. I know caching. My recent application is it's a WordPress plugin that written in React, basically React and PHP as a foundation, and it's communicating with Laravel API backend, and it's communicating with Claude API, and then it's responding and caching all of this, and so. It's a working SaaS application. It's using like a credit system, authentication, and all of that. And I know all of this. I'm familiar with all of this. I'm not very good in cloud engineering and all of these networking things, but I'm pretty confident in these things like front and back end databases. So can jump right in and start doing some tasks. It excites me, it motivates me to do this. I'm not feel bored on that. I want to continue to stay in this field. Probably that's the reason why I'm still staying in this field, is that it's excited for me, it's interesting for me. But I understand the market is screwed right now, and many people are mentioning this, and I'm one of them, and I'm totally understand the frustration. And my problem, as other people also mentioning, is that I really don't know what is the future of this. Like, I really want to stay in this field. I want to, I have bills to pay. I want to keep working in this. I keep learning. I enjoy learning. I feel really excited, but I need bills to pay, and I don't know what I need to do for a living if I cannot find any work in this field. I cannot drive car. I don't have a car. So in my local market here in Philippines, the jobs are paying nonsense, like peanuts, so I cannot even survive on this. So there is no purpose of doing this. But I really want to stay in this field and keep growing as a professional. Since I'm working, I started working actually in 2009, to be honest, like as a designer. So I have pretty solid design background, like almost like more than 5 years, and then almost like more than 10 years of development. And I really don't know what is the future of that. Like, I don't know, let me know in the comments, what do you think? If you are in the same situation, let's share about this. I'm doing this video right now. This is also pretty crazy for me. I've never done anything like this before, but I saw some people are doing this because they are really desperate and hopeless. So I'm just trying to probably to do the same. I'm not an influencer or YouTuber or something. I'm just a tech guy. I'm a design and tech guy, and I know how to create a SaaS. I know how to build a SaaS. I tried building a SaaS actually, and it failed. I could not get any traction, any users. I know people on X are trying to motivate, and not only on X, also on YouTube, are trying to tell you that, yeah, it's the best time right now is to build SaaS because you have all these LLMs and you can just one-shot everything. But how you're going to market all of this? And how you're going to stand out when there are 10 or 100 products the same as yours that anyone else can right now create in a weekend, on a weekend? How you're going to compete with this? If you have some brilliant idea and you know marketing, okay, so you are lucky, I guess. You can try to do this. And in my case, I was not lucky. I created 3 or 4 products, and most of them failed. One of them earned like $200, and I think that's it. And I spent more than $1,000, more than $1,200 on this just to create the product. So the math doesn't make sense. And I can do pretty much like any kind of work, but I simply cannot find the work. And I see that people on X or on other platforms are talking about this, and this thing is real. So AI created this amazing opportunities, this tool that can create anything for you, but at the same time, people are struggling and cannot find job. And I understand that the problem, it's not only AI, it's the economy, it's inflation and everything else, and businesses are struggling and all of that. But AI also is a contributor, I think, of that. And no matter what these people are talking and praising this AI, you need also to keep in mind that it's also creating unemployment and putting people out of the job. So, and I don't know, I think something should happen. So I'm really like hoping for the best. I don't know what's going to happen. Either like cost of tokens will go up and companies will start rehiring again, or then the code will start breaking, like it's happening in some cases, right? As you know. And then they will start rehiring developers and engineers to fix this mess that AI created. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going to happen, but I'm really hoping for the best. And I hope that I can still stay in this field. I hope that I can find some job. If you have any project, any ideas, like just reach me and let's discuss. I can do pretty much anything in front-end, back-end, WordPress, Laravel, AI, SaaS, or I can do design. And recently I started doing videos. I can do video presentation if you need anything. So I guess that's it. So let me know in the comments, like what do you think? If this video resonates with you, if you are in the same boat as me. I have a 2-year-old baby that I need to feed my family. My wife doesn't work, so basically we both don't work, and we need to feed this baby. I'm lucky enough that I have some savings on the side, but it's running out pretty fast because cost of living is crazy. Even here in the Philippines, as you know, the gasoline right now is it's like ×2. So I don't know. I need to feed my family, and I'm not sure how I will be doing that. But hoping for the best, and see you around. Bye.